Hi there, welcome to the sports segment here on the AM Show. My name is Benedict Owusu. We'll go straight into our stories this morning, and it's match day for the Black Queens as they come up against their counterparts from Kenya in a second leg Olympic Games qualifier today in Nairobi. Now, after a goalless game in the first leg last Friday at the Accra Stadium, Coach Tagoe and the girls have no other option than to win or exit the qualifiers. Just confident they can do something.
In as much as the away team has come to draw with us, we are also capable to go back to our yard to beat them. I'm not saying draw, we are going there to beat them and come with happiness. In this world, there's nothing like impossible. I don't know the word impossible. All I know is possible. And with God, all things are possible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I have the strength. The girls have the strength and they are capable. So it is possible.
All right, so we'll see how it will go. The match is this afternoon at the Kasarani Stadium in Nairobi. More national team news, and for a second time in 2 months, the Black Stars will not be in action during the international break. Well, I've been looking at what are the effects this could have on us. First of all, our placement on the FIFA rankings will go down. The Black Stars dropped from 50th position to the 51st in the world following the national team's inactivity during the international break last month. In Africa, in that same month, the team dropped to 7th behind leaders Senegal, Tunisia, Nigeria, Algeria, Morocco, and Egypt. Again, our top players in Europe and elsewhere are likely not to gel when invited to the team for the 2021 AFCON qualifiers next month, since they haven't played any friendly together. Also, Coach Appiah will not get the opportunity to try new players ahead of the qualifiers, and the apathy towards the team is heightening, with no activity to try and lure the fans back to the side after exiting the AFCON on a disappointing note. All right, that's the story of the Black Stars. 2 months in a row, no activity in the international break. Now, to some football politics and disqualified GFA presidential aspirant Fedor Sekoku, affectionately known as Palmer, has filed an appeal on the normalization committee's decision to disqualify him. Let's go live and speak to Ebo Appiah, chief strategist of Team Palmer campaign. Ebo, thanks so much for joining me this morning. That's the case, right? Ouch, we lost Ebo Appiah there. We'll try and re-establish contact with him. He's a chief strategist of Palmer's campaign, and we're trying to speak to him on the disqualification of Palmer, the next move, which is the appeal of the case, and we'll see how that will go. We understand that yesterday they submitted an appeal to the Football Association, which they will go through. But before we even do that and speak to Ebo Appiah, what's coming through, the latest is that the Normalization Committee, they've had their mandate extended by FIFA to November 17. This to help them go through the election process. You know what should have been the case was that their mandate should have ended this month. That's the already extended mandate FIFA gave them, should have ended this month. But because of the elections, would have to they've had their mandate extended to November 17th. We'll do more on that, and we'll try and also speak to Ebo Appiah. But 2 top Premier Leagues, we are staying with the GFA elections, and 2 top Premier Leagues, that's Asante Kotoko and Mediama SC, have thrown their weight behind George Fie to win the GFA elections. Both clubs communicated their support through their official Twitter handle. Well, Efie has welcomed this and says he's the man for the top job, as he plans to pay players in the Ghana League a minimum wage of $1,000 should he be elected as president.
Some of our media, not like you, I'm not referring to you, some of our media have refused to do research. Research is very, very important. Already, some clubs are paying $1,000. Okay, from here, do your own inquiries and find out what is the salary of Sonny Yakuba, what is the salary of Adebayo in Inter Allies. Check when we have Kamara in Liberty Professional. Liberty was paying a Gambian player $1,000. Liberty was paying an Ivorian player $1,000. So Gary, ask me, are you saying that a Gambian player in Liberty should earn $1,000, but a Ghanaian footballer in same? And let me tell you something very interesting. As a policy, we are going to make conscious effort, and this is what I said. We are going to try and attract more sponsorship. This is the only way we can retain our stars from going to Zambia, from going to Tanzania. You see, what I'm trying to say is that by retaining the stars, just remember recent waffle. Almost every player who played in the waffle left immediately after waffle. So I'm saying that if my captain, Samuel Safo of Liberty Professionals, we can pay Samuel Safo $1,000. Why would he go to Iraq for $1,500? So what I'm saying is there are things that are practicable. We are already doing it, but we just need some more sponsorship in order to cushion the clubs a bit. But trust me, go and check Ash Gold. I know 4 or 5 years ago, under Mr. Kujo Fianu's administration, players were receiving $500, $400, and again signing on fee of 80,000 Ghana cedis, 70,000 Ghana, 60,000 Ghana. So we are already paying the $1,000 indirectly, because in Europe today nobody pays signing on fee. The monies are spread. So I'm saying, in order for us to retain our stars in the league, we need fair wages. How do we do that? Let's attract more money into the league, so we'll be able. Remember.
All right, so that's presidential candidate George Efie there. Now let's speak to Ebo Apia. We understand we have him on the line. Ebo, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I was trying to find out earlier what were the processes yesterday.
Oh yeah, good morning to your cherry viewers. And yesterday we had to go file our appeal at the Football Association. So as such, you would have to wait for them to give you a date for hearing. But thankfully, they were very nice. We were able to get the record of proceedings. So our legal team have the record of proceedings. And then we are waiting for them. But from the signals we are taking, I think it will go as swift as possible.
Okay. So now you've been able to beat the deadline, that's the 4 p.m. deadline, by doing so yesterday. How sure and how confident? It's today, 4 p.m. today. How sure and confident are you that this appeal will go in your favor?
Oh, I think that it's a matter of interpretation of the law. And so what we have to do was to just prove our case that the way they interpreted the law is not how it's supposed to be. So our legal team have all the facts. In the instance of John Pencil, when actually the boy left Ghana on loan, and how after loan what happened, and then the role that the GFA was supposed to have played, why we gave them the undertaking. And so what happens is that you would have to put that before an independent arbiter, in this case the appeals committee. But it looks like they themselves are acting as the appeals committee because of the transitional provisions in the new statutes. We don't have a problem. We believe that they are men and a woman of integrity. Once they are able to see the differences, there's no reason why they will not overturn the decision.
Okay, is it true that your team you are preparing files, to file the case with CAS? Should this not go your favor?
I didn't get the question.
I'm asking if it is true that you are preparing some files to file to take the case to CAS. Should this appeal not go your favor?
Oh no, there are legal steps involved, so you cannot jump to step 2 when you have not exhausted step 1.
That's what I'm saying. Should this step
so hypothetically, it will be after the decision of the legal team to decide.
Okay.
I'm not in a position to speak to it.
Okay, all right. So we'll monitor this and get through in terms of whatever that will happen in our subsequent sports bulletins. But thank you so much this morning. So that's Ebo Apia speaking to us. He's part of, let me say, he's a chief strategist of Team Palmer's campaign. We'll see how that will go. But we still have to stay with the elections, and Keto Kweku, also a presidential candidate now, has been touring the nation, selling his ideas and policies on igniting passion and creating wealth for all. Well, he's been explaining his strategy.
I would say that we've been very comprehensive in our planning. We are very strategic, and this is part of our strategic plan.
Right. Since you did your launch, we've seen that of Osei Palmer. We've just heard from Mr. George Efie. A lot of the policies are the same, even though there are marked differences as well. Do you think that you are all looking in the direction of going beyond and separately from the former administration of Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi?
Primarily, if you want to administer football in this country, you need to know what the industry needs, what the challenges are, and what you have to do. Primarily, on our part, we engaged the clubs. We did what we call a research, it's scientific, and we came out clearly with a manifesto that needs our members at the point of their need, okay? The rest is for everybody to judge.
Finally, my question to you is, we have seen the manifesto launch of Keto Kreku. We've seen the policy documents launch.
Your question, we are the game changers.
No, not that. No, not that. We've seen the policy document launch of Osei Palmer, and we've seen the manifesto launch of George Afriyie. You've been there. What do you say about the best? No. Which one has been the best?
I answer the question. First of all, this is very, very healthy for Ghanaian football. This is the first time, perhaps, that we have an extensive challenge of ideas, okay? This is the first time we all have to think and we have to compete in a very good spirit, for which reason I say kudos to everybody who's been part of this amazing story. Having said that, we are the game-changing team.